afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Live at 4. Mark is off today. Brady Mallory is with us once again. Thanks for your help.
Oh, thanks for having me.
We have a busy show today.
Yes, we do.
Let's get right to it. Here's what's topping our news at 4. The hot weather is causing the Madison School District to make changes to its graduation ceremony. We'll tell you what students and guests need to know ahead of Saturday.
And millions of dollars to help people behind on their rent are available, but very little is getting used in Dane County. We're live with Adam Duxter about the hoops you need to jump through to get help.
Also, there may soon be a second vaccine option for children. Moderna is asking the FDA to authorize its vaccine in 12 to 17-year-olds. But first, let's take a look outside today. We're kind of stuck on autopilot with this weather.
We sure are. I think I saw that the weather words are going to be another scorcher tomorrow.
This is where you want to be, at the splash pad. That's a busy place to be, but it almost felt like it was the hottest day today, although it might be tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Austin is out on the weather patio. Hi, Austin.
Hello. I think tomorrow is going to beat out today by just a degree or two. So if today just isn't hot enough for you, tomorrow we are going to be at least a little bit warmer. 90 degrees outside, current conditions, and with a very calm wind speed right now, it just feels very, very hot. And then we're also seeing some decently elevated dew points, so that is also bringing our heat index up a little bit. Now, our Doppler track statewide is actually showing some of those showers and storms in the northern part of the state. Will they hold on? That's the big question. Not very likely, but there is a chance to see a few of those holding on as they look to continue to track south. Temperatures currently reaching those low 90s for most of our communities. And then you look at our heat index, and that's a little bit more elevated. Really depends on where we're seeing those higher dew points. Most of our dew points are in the mid-60s, so you can definitely feel that stickiness outdoors. That's what we're watching out for right now, the high heat and the high humidity. That has not changed in quite some time. Later on tonight, a low of 70 degrees, very mild. It's going to be humid. There is a potential as well for some patchy fog. And again, that chance for a passing shower or a storm, but it's not the greatest chance as of right now. But we are taking a look here at an accident on the Beltline. This could impact your commute if you're heading somewhere or coming back from work. This is on the eastbound side of things. Right lane is blocked from exit 259 Todd Drive to exit 260A. So we're going to keep on taking a peek at this throughout this show. We'll keep you posted with any of the latest updates.
All right, Austin, thank you.
Now run back inside. Well, very little, less than a third actually, of about $15 million has gone to help people struggling to pay their rent in Dane County this year. The rest of it, well, it's just waiting to be used.
An eviction moratorium ending next month adds more urgency to the situation. Our Adam Duxter is live with information on if you qualify and how you can claim it. Adam?
Well, if you live in Dane County and make $44,000 or less per year, you could qualify for that $11 million that's still waiting to be used, and that money could pay all of the money that you owe in rent. And the problem is, after an initial surge in applications, those in charge of the program aren't getting many applications. And this is a concern because there's a fear people aren't reaching out for help, either because they're not willing to go through the application process or they just don't know the money's out there.
There is an enormous amount of funding for unpaid rent available in Dane County right now. And before the courts open up again, if you have unpaid rent, go to the CORE website or call AASCW. We can send you the links. We'll do the handouts. We'll find people to help you.
You can find a link to apply for the funding on the Tenant Resource Center website. And coming up tonight at 5, we'll walk you through the steps to possibly get that money that you could qualify for.
Adam Duxter reporting live. Adam, thank you. The son of a legendary University of Michigan football coach has come forward to say he was among hundreds of men who were allegedly sexually assaulted by a campus doctor. And adding a terrible twist to this story, Matt Schembeckler says his father knew. Nancy Chen has the story.
Both Schembechler was a legend at the University of Michigan, where he was head football coach for 20 years. But now his son Matt is speaking out with disturbing allegations. Matt Schembechler and two former Michigan players say they were victims of sexual abuse at the hands of team doctor Robert Anderson, who worked at the school for nearly 40 years. Matt was just 10 years old when it first allegedly happened. But when he came forward, he says his father became violent and backed Dr. Anderson instead.
Anderson was able to continue this abuse for so long because he was supported by a culture that placed the reputation of the university above the health and safety of the students.
In a series of lawsuits against the university, nearly 900 men have said they were molested by Anderson, who died in 2008. An investigation commissioned by the university confirmed the abuse and called it particularly disturbing that no one at the university took action. Gilvani Johnson broke down, remembering the humiliation of his first exam.
Other players told me not to bring it up with Bo again for fear that Bo might pull my scholarship. I was told not to rock the boat.
Daniel Kapowski said the whole locker room knew about the abuse and that Coach Schembechler left them to handle it on their own.
Bo looked at me and said, toughen up. Everybody knew, and you have to deal with it your own way as a 17-year-old kid.
Bo Schembechler died in 2006, but is memorialized with this statue on the Michigan campus. The accusers say they hope their words will protect future athletes. Nancy Chen, CBS News, Novi, Michigan.
Matt Schembechler's brother Glenn disputes the allegation that his father knew about the abuse, telling ESPN that Bo would have fired the doctor if he had known.
President Biden saved some of the biggest news of the day for last. He's in England right now on a European tour. Biden says the U.S. will provide 500 million Pfizer vaccine doses to low-income countries all around the world. The doses will cost the U.S. more than $3 billion. President Biden says the U.S. will start delivering the first 200 million doses in August. The additional 300 million will be shipped next year.
This is about our responsibility, our humanitarian obligation to save as many lives as we can. We're doing this to save lives, to end this pandemic. That's it, period.
Earlier in the day, the president met with British Prime Minister Boris Johnson for more than an hour. They discussed easing coronavirus travel restrictions between the two countries and signed a new Atlantic charter. Inside this manor house overlooking Lake Geneva in Switzerland, the president plans to discuss cyber attacks with President Putin next week, as well as arms control, the Ukraine, and climate change.
Doctors hope the Moderna vaccine will be an option for kids next month. Earlier today, Moderna asked the FDA to clear its vaccine for 12 to 17-year-olds. Doctors say if that happens, it will dramatically expand the number of shots available for middle and high school students ahead of the next school year.
It's time that they get back to a more normal existence, and this will allow for that.
No safety concerns have popped up in Moderna's clinical trial. Doctors expect they'll be able to start distributing the shots sometime in mid-July. Right now, Pfizer and Moderna are both testing their vaccines on children under 12. Doctors hope vaccines will be approved for this age group by Thanksgiving.
Two former Wisconsin governors are uniting for one common goal in the Badger State, getting people vaccinated. UW Health teamed up with former governors Scott Walker, a Republican, and Jim Doyle, a Democrat, on a new public service announcement encouraging all eligible Wisconsinites to get their vaccine.
What's up, Jim?
How are you, Scott?
I'm just ready to be done with this pandemic.
I couldn't agree with you more.
That's what I thought. Here's another thought. Let's do a commercial together reminding people in Wisconsin how important it is to be vaccinated.
That may be the best idea you've ever had.
I agree.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late, but it looks like everyone agrees. It's time to get vaxxed, Wisconsin.
Well, the two former governors and their wives have all been vaccinated.
The Madison School District says you do not have to wear a mask if you are attending any of the high school graduations this Friday or Saturday. They're waiving the requirement due to the high heat and humidity in the forecast. And a reminder that all of the Madison High School graduation ceremonies will be streamed live on Channel 3000. The bleachers at Lambeau Field will once again be packed this fall. This afternoon, afternoon, the Packers announced they will return to full capacity for all games and events this summer and fall. Fans who are fully vaccinated will not be required to wear masks, but you won't have to prove whether you've had the vaccine or not.
After canceling Taste of Madison in 2020, Madison Festivals, Inc. is bringing the event back, but moving it to Breeze Stevens Field. Well, this year's event will be called Taste of Madison Off the Square, an homage to its usual location on Capitol Square. And to help boost local restaurants, Madison Festivals is offering free booth space to the restaurant vendors. Attendees will be required to purchase a $10 ticket for entry, and tickets go on sale on June 15th.
We'll have 40 food vendors here at Breeze, all the beverage options, live music all day long. It's a $10 ticket to get in. A portion of tickets are donated to local first responders, healthcare workers, and nonprofits.
Love these summertime events. Well, at its core, Taste of Madison is a fundraiser, and since its start back in 1983, it has raised more than $1 million. And in 2019, it raised $64,000 for local nonprofits.
For over a decade, Madison B-cycles have helped reduce the amount of carbon emissions in our air while giving riders a healthy transportation and recreation option. Well, this year, Madison B-cycles unveiled brand new art bikes at the Garver Feed Mill. The special electric bikes will display pieces of art for riders to use on their daily commutes and recreational trips, and you'll start seeing them out on the streets tomorrow morning. The artist behind the bikes says he's happy to be part of this community effort.
This is an incredible experience. I'm so happy and grateful to be a part of something like this. I think that it's really meaningful, and it's combining like local businesses, artists, and local nonprofits, and that's just like, what more could you really ask for, you know?
There is a special unveiling event at Garver Feed Mill until 6:30 tonight if you want to get a preview. Aren't they pretty? I think they look great.
I love seeing art used like that in the community.
Yeah, I agree. Well, have you ever wanted a second chance at prom? That is exactly what some seniors got.
After the break, we'll take you to senior prom, nursing home style. Can't wait.
Watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Try our new scented oils for freshness that lasts. Crafted to give you amazingly natural smelling fragrances day after day for up to 60 days. Give us one plug for freshness that lasts.
Never seen anything like it.
Garnier Brightening Serum Cream.
I'm obsessed with vitamin C. One product and it does it all. Yay, yes, yes.
Garnier Brightening Serum Cream. Already more than 1,000 5-star reviews by Garnier, naturally.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs.
CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
Try our new scented oils for freshness that lasts. Crafted to give you amazingly natural smelling fragrances day after day for up to 60 days. Give us one plug for freshness that lasts.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you, by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mouse Pet Food Warehouse, where your Tyler goes to help so many pets in town. Mouse Pet Food Warehouse. We raise money for farm animals in need, and our friends living in the zoo. We feed rescue dogs and shelter cats, and police canines too. Mouse Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
At
Aspen Dental, today is the day to take back your smile. Why wait? We're here nights, weekends, and right now to give you exceptional care and 20% off your treatment plan. New patients take the first step with a complete exam and x-rays that are free without insurance. Because our nationwide network of over 1,500 doctors at 900 locations all have one goal: to make you smile today. Start now. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL or book online at aspendental.com.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Welcome back, everybody. It's not what typically comes to mind when most people think of senior prom, but for a group of seniors living at a retirement community in Massachusetts, it was just as special and meaningful.
Rachel Holt was there, and she has this report.
Dancing, food, corsages.
Laura, Kathleen.
It's been a while since most of these partygoers have been to a prom.
I did my school, but that's years ago. Back in 1953.
For others, it's the first time.
I think it's beautiful. I haven't attended a prom. I was never able to graduate. I had to get out of school when I was 16.
Magnolia Heights Gracious Retirement Living in Franklin holding a senior prom for residents.
It's very exciting, and everybody's talking. It's all on their minds. And you getting dressed? You getting dressed? No. Well, I am. Oh, maybe I will.
They look wonderful. Their food is done up beautifully. And I think it's a pretty happy day for everyone.
And it wouldn't be a prom without the crowning of the king and queen.
It feels great. It took me a lot of years to become the king.
Okay, it just brings back a lot of old memories.
This is the first big event for the 130 residents of the retirement community since the pandemic, and the turnout says it all.
Well, you had to understand because of the virus that was going around. So we said, okay, but we got to make it better the next year. And this is it.
Having an event here, I have goosebumps. Yeah, it's very meaningful for us, the staff, and for the residents.
Rachel Holt, CBS News, Boston.
Well, in case you're wondering, the King and Queen was voted on by staff and management at the retirement community.
Love that story.
Yeah.
The stock market edged higher today after the latest numbers showed the economy is recovering from the COVID pandemic. The Dow gained 19 points, the NASDAQ soared up 108, and the S&P gained 19.
Okay, last year the pandemic upended one of the best golf tournaments in the Midwest. But you know what? The AmFam Championship is back.
Yes, it is. The first round of the American Family Insurance Championship tees off tomorrow at University Ridge Golf Course. Nate Pokrass is the tournament director, and he joins us live tonight from University Ridge. Hi, Nate. Thanks for joining us on this hot evening. How are you doing?
Thank you. Appreciate it, and look forward to our conversation. Thank you.
How does it feel to be back, to have the tournament back after such a long hiatus?
We're thrilled. We're thrilled to welcome back all our volunteers, our sponsors, our fans, the players, the caddies. Certainly was disappointing to cancel last year for ultimately we understand why. But to have everybody back this week, everybody's so excited to welcome, and we couldn't be more excited to welcome all our fans this weekend to the tournament.
Well, and who should the fans be looking for this year?
Yeah, there's some big names at the tournament. Names a lot of people, not even serious golf fans, will recognize.
Yeah, first we'll start off with, we got 5 home state heroes in Wisconsin natives, and led by our tournament host Steve Stricker, Andy North, Jerry Kelly, Skip Kendall, Mario Tiziani. So we certainly have the Badger flavor. And then we have some new champions, PGA Tour champions coming to Madison, Ernie Els, Jim Furyk, two future Hall of Fame golfers that we're thrilled to welcome to Madison. And then we have all our past champions back, including Fred Couples. So we're excited. We have an outstanding field, and they're ready to go.
Yeah, that's very exciting. Have you had to make any kind of modifications for the tournament this year because of COVID protocols? Is there a limit on attendance, or do people have to wear masks? What are some of the rules this year?
Yeah, it's certainly a year-round project to work on this tournament. So many of our protocols in place were built with the notion that COVID parameters may still be in place, but with them loosening here at the beginning of June, we've made some adjustments. Our capacity can be at 7,500 per day. We're following all CDC guidelines as it pertains to masks, and ultimately we're encouraging our fans just to spread out, enjoy, bring your favorite lawn chair, plenty of concession stands throughout the golf course, and just a great opportunity to enjoy this beautiful golf course and enjoy some outstanding competitive PGA Tour champion golf.
You know, a lot of people have been waiting for concerts to return, the summer events that they love to return. Are you just excited for that energy to be back on the course for everyone there?
Yeah, and we've been seeing it all week. Everyone's just excited to see each other again, just be around, just to have that personal interaction, which we've missed over the last year. And everybody just knows this is for a great cause, with proceeds benefiting American Family Children's Hospital and numerous other charities around southeast and south central Wisconsin. The energy is already on site, and tomorrow when thousands of fans come on site, we know that energy is only going to be amplified.
For people that are watching this and looking forward to attending the tournament, what is the best way to watch it?
Yeah, the best way to watch it is you can buy tickets at amfamchampionship.com. We have a complimentary shuttle service that'll bring you right on site, right to the front gate from our off-site parking locations. And there's just a number of great locations to watch this golf. And like I said, there are plenty of concession stands available to get your favorite beverage. We know it's going to be hot tomorrow. There are shaded areas around. Just plan for the warm weather, but just be ready to enjoy some great golf.
And tickets are still available?
Yeah, tickets are still available. If you go to amfamchampionship.com, all tickets are in digital format, so you can buy right online. They'll be delivered right to your mobile phone, and they'll scan it right at the gate as you walk in, and it's really clean and smooth, easy process.
I'm surprised no one's out there holding a parasol for you to keep you out of the sun. You've been a trooper.
It's definitely warm out here, but wouldn't want it any other way.
No, everyone is so thrilled to have it back this year. It feels like things are getting back to normal. Have a wonderful tournament, Nate. Thank you so much for taking the time to tell us about it today.
Thank you for the time.
Well, you know what? We've all heard about Mount Rushmore, but what about Mount Recyclemore?
An artist unveiled his vision of Mount Rushmore, but made it with trash. We'll tell you all about it when Live at 4 continues.
This isn't your typical runaway bride scene. It's a Nissan sales van ad.
For a low $219 per month lease on the 2021 Rogue.
My husband's parents were visiting, and I promised them a home-cooked meal, except my boss had a different idea. He tells me, hold your horses. I call my husband, and I say, I'm slammed, and he's like, Quick Trip, and I'm like, bingo. At Quick Trip, I say, what's good tonight? And the Quick Trip guy is like, everything, but I go for the hand-breaded fried chicken, and I go, make that ×4. Being none the wiser, my mother-in-law is like, I always said she's a keeper. I'll run with that.
Quick Trip, we got you covered.
It is said that the eyes are the windows into the soul, which begs the question, can a window have a soul? At Renewal by Anderson, we think so. When it's a window forged from Fibrix and over 100 years of refined craftsmanship, the essence of who we are transforms into a superior, stunningly beautiful window. So yes, a window can have a soul. For a limited time, take advantage of this great offer. Find out why we are the better way to a better window. Renewal by Anderson.
If your dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Looks like a great day for achy, burning eyes.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Ha! These drops probably won't touch me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief.
Oh.
Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye, twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Talk to an eye doctor about twice daily Xiidra.
I'd prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Hi, I'm Coach Jordan with Anytime Fitness, and I've got a question for you. What is your fitness goal? Have you been able to reach it? If not, I've got the perfect solution for you. It's our 6-week Summer Transformation Challenge. During the 6 weeks, you'll receive personal training designed for any fitness level, an easy-to-use meal plan for optimal results, and your very own coach to provide you with the accountability you need. Now is the time. Limited spots are available, so stop by Anytime Fitness to reserve yours today. This isn't your typical runaway bride scene. It's a Nissan sales van ad.
Hurry in for a low $219 per month lease on the 2021 Rogue.
Hey, take a look at this. A woman in Fresno, California is taking graduation caps to a whole new level. Annalise Rodriguez says it takes her roughly 8 hours to complete one of her more simple designs. Looks like a lot of work. Well, she stencils each school's logo and then puts the beads on one at a time by hand. I wonder if the graduates will be throwing their bedazzled caps into the air after the ceremony.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to lose that. I wish my son had done something like that. It's great when a graduate stands out with their mortarboard like that. Wow.
I wrote "Hi, Mom" on mine.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
See, that's what I wanted him to do. And we have a bonus take a look at this tonight. Check this out, a rare sunrise eclipse. Wow, that's a spectacular shot. It really put on a show this morning. The sun rose as a partial eclipse around 5:24 a.m. And for some, it looks like the Death Star moving across the sun. A sunrise eclipse like this has only happened twice since the 1800s. This one is an annular eclipse, meaning the moon is not quite big enough to cover the sun completely. And if you miss this epic shot, our next sunrise eclipse will be in 2079, 58 years from now.
Mark your calendars.
We want to thank our viewers. We got some incredible pictures of it this morning. This is what it looked like in Madison. You might not have been up yet, Brady, were you?
Not quite, but I wish I was.
This was from our contributing photographer, Kenton Fowler, who captured this image at the Union Terrace. Kenton provides a lot of the pictures that you see on our News 3 Now set, a lot of the pictures in the background.
That should be a postcard.
Yeah, isn't that something?
It's so pretty.
Beautiful. It's good that a lot of people were able to see it.
Yeah, not a lot of cloud cover as of late, but that's really brought up these temperatures. We have some high humidity. That could bring some chances for some showers and storms, however, even today and tomorrow, but they're not the greatest chances. We're also looking at a little bit of a cool down here at one point next week. Find out when. I'll have a look at your full forecast right after the break.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo reminds you to be sure to ask about delivery options when shopping for new furniture. Because every store is different. Some stores have very specific restrictions, while others charge you an arm and a leg. At McGann's, we take pride in our skilled delivery team, and in most cases, delivery is free. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
We made USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
USAA.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
Here's the newest spin on Wisconsin Lottery scratch games. It's Gold Rush. The $5 number match game offers over 52,000 prizes that triple. That's over $1.9 million in tripled prizes and top prizes of $60,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hello there and welcome back. Now, first things first, we have to talk about an air quality advisory that did just recently go into effect within the last few hours. So if you're in Dane County and just a few other communities as well here just out to our east, we are experiencing some higher levels of ozone. That is in effect until 11 p.m. tonight. What this means is if you are traveling or planning on spending quite a bit of time outdoors, today might be a good day to break that mask back out, especially if you're spending that time outdoors and you already have possibility of breathing issues or asthma or something along those lines. Live look outside, though, it looks pretty nice with a lot of blue skies, just some cloud cover here and there, but that's not stopping these temperatures from just cranking up. You take a peek at a few things that we need to know here. It's staying hot. Temperatures remaining well above average. It is going to be humid as well. Now, spotty showers and storms are a potential for today and tomorrow, and even Saturday morning with that elevated heat and humidity. But again, they are not the greatest chance. Most will end up staying dry yet again. Speaking of dry, almost all of next week, that's what we're dealing with. Very dry conditions. But you take a look here, not only locally, across the entire country, and we are actually warmer than quite a few communities. Memphis, 81. Easy. We're at 90 right now. A lot of other communities, Washington, D.C. right now, 73 degrees. We are well above that as well. So it is hot here locally. Temperatures at 90 degrees in Madison, 93 we're up to now in Janesville. So really starting to see that high heat. And then you throw in the heat index, Janesville actually loses a degree whenever you factor in the dew points. Now feeling like 92. Madison gains a degree. Feels like it's 91 degrees outside. So what are our dew points looking like? Notice how Janesville's down to now about 59 degrees. That's quite a bit less than most of us. That's why their heat index is actually 1 degree less, whereas a lot of our other communities in those mid to even upper 60s, that's when you really start to feel that outdoors. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook is going to show those warmer than average conditions sticking around, but notice how we don't have that highest likelihood. Out west, a little bit of a different situation, but that shouldn't affect us here towards the end of that forecast. We still are going to remain well above average, however. You take a peek again at our high temperature trend. The 80s will stick around after we burn through a few more 90-degree days. 90s for today, tomorrow, as well as Sunday, with a little bit of a cool down here for Saturday expected. Doppler track starting to show a few of these showers and pop-up storms as of right now. Not very widespread. This is really what we're looking at, but you take a peek up north. This is what we're hoping can hang on to bring us some moisture here down south. So that's what we're really watching out for. And again, I have continued to show this map because we desperately need rain. Drought monitor still shows the moderate drought phase for a lot of us. And again, around Milwaukee, the severe drought. And that area is going to continue to grow unless we start to see some of those rain showers. Future track showing again that potential for 1 or 2 of those showers or storms to actually hold on as they move their way down south. This is what we're hoping for. It's not the greatest chance, but we are crossing our fingers to see some moisture move through the area. Then by the time we reach tomorrow, we're going to see a lot more sunshine again. Temperatures starting out in the upper 60s and low 70s, and then we bring those afternoon showers and storms. Notice how they fall apart, however. It's going to be the case as we continue to stay pretty dry. It makes it hard for more rain showers to develop and stick around. So that's what we're going to see here on Friday. Not a widespread rain event, but we need a widespread rain event. You look at our 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook, we're still going to be drier than average, and there's a high likelihood of that as well. Rain chances very minimal. We're only looking at about 10 to 20% of a chance here for showers for quite some time. Your evening planner, again, we could see that spotty shower, but it's not the best chance as of right now. Later on tonight, another chance here for a passing shower or storm and a low temperature of only 70 degrees. So this is going to be another night where even opening your windows just won't even feel that great with the high heat and humidity out there. But overall, in your 7 to 10 day forecast, we have those few chances of showers and storms here and there, but they are few and far between. Next week, a lot of sunshine, a lot of 80s.
Not a drop of rain.
Not a drop of rain.
Wow.
Not good for us, though.
No, that's not good for us. My mom just texted me. My mom lives in South Carolina, and she said it's hotter here
It is.
than it is there.
Yeah, I
That's
can believe
crazy.
it.
That's crazy.
I worked outside today, and within a minute, I was like, well, was this the best choice?
You're right, because it takes a while to cool off.
Yes,
yeah, you got to pace yourself. It's going to be a long haul.
That's exactly right.
All right, thanks, Austin.
Well, if it feels like you're paying more for everything, well, you're right.
Consumer prices pushed higher again in May, capping off the biggest 12-month inflation spike since the financial crisis in 2008. Elise Preston breaks it down.
Blaze Rodolfo and his son are cutting and laying tile on a home remodeling project. The contractor says supplies are hard to come by and about 40% more expensive than they would have been pre-pandemic.
I've never seen this before. I'm in the business for 35 years.
A new government report finds prices on goods and services surged again in May. And looking back over the last 12 months, prices have risen 5%. That's the largest 12-month inflation spike since 2008.
It seems like it was easier to freeze the economy than it has been to defrost the economy.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says increased consumer demand is battling it out with a shortage of supplies. That's showing up in higher prices on all kinds of everyday products. She also points to the speed of the economy's reopening.
That's actually happening faster than employers can find suitable workers, and that's causing wages to jump a little bit. And then that can also lead to a vicious cycle where the companies actually have to raise their prices in order to make the equation work.
It's all leading to inflation, which the Federal Reserve predicted as part of the pandemic recovery. They believe it will be temporary, but not everyone agrees.
This has a lot of economists worried that we are going to see a general rise of inflation for a while now. Maybe not just a few months, but maybe this could persist longer.
She recommends preparing for unprecedented times by saving more, paying off debt, and maximizing your retirement contributions. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
Still to come tonight, coming up at 5 o'clock, the mRNA technology used in the COVID vaccine could potentially do much more.
Well, from cancer treatments to autoimmune disorders, our Jamie Perez tells us what the future of mRNA could hold.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Why hide your skin if Dupixent has your moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis under control?
Hide our skin, not us.
Because Dupixent targets a root cause of eczema, it helps heal your skin from within, keeping you one step ahead of it. And for kids ages 6 and up, that means clearer skin and noticeably less itch.
Hide my skin? Not me.
By helping to control eczema with Dupixent, you can change how their skin looks and feels. And that's the kind of change you notice.
Hide my skin? Not me.
Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, or a parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. When you help heal your skin from within, you can show more with less eczema. Talk to your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent, a breakthrough eczema treatment.
Some days, you just don't have it. Not my uncle, though. He's taking Trulicity for his type 2 diabetes. And now, he's really on his game.
Once weekly Trulicity lowers your A1C by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Most people reached an A1C under 7%. Plus, Trulicity can lower your risk of cardiovascular events. It can also help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Tonight at 5, many hoped emergency rent help would be a lifesaver in Dane County, but 4 months in, much of it is left unused. Who qualifies at 5?
More heat and humidity through tomorrow with just a few chances for showers and thunderstorms in spots. Any rain chances end by Saturday afternoon. My forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, a same-sex couple in Racine finds a unique way to celebrate Pride Month after their homeowners association said no to their rainbow pride flag. The story at 6.
Looks nice outside downtown, but when you walk outside, it's very hot.
Hot and humid, and it's going to stay that way for the foreseeable future.
So let's just hang out here in the air conditioning.
Yeah, we're the lucky ones,
yeah.
That's for sure.
Well, an unusual sculpture of world leaders has taken shape alongside the G7 summit in England.
CBS's Ian Lee is in London with the story.
Among the lush green fields of southwest England, there's an eyesore. A heap of electronic junk campaigners call Mount Recycle More, built to put their agenda ahead at the G7 summit this week.
Shove it in their face. The world leaders, need to get their act together.
Unlike Mount Rushmore, Mount Recycle More is sculpted with electronic waste and scrap metal. Created to resemble every member of the summit, from British Prime Minister Boris Johnson to President Biden. While G7 leaders will discuss a number of issues, artists hope their message stands heads above the rest.
We can recycle things, that we can repair things, and that we don't just waste things.
It's estimated nearly 60 million tons of electronic waste is thrown out every year around the world. The UN expects that number to double by 2050 and says it could poison the planet.
70% of the toxicity that goes into landfill comes from e-waste.
Including everything from game consoles to old phones to cassette players.
Something has to be done about this. The manufacturers have to be made aware that this just can't go on.
Environmentalists say G7 leaders need to face up to the challenge and sort out the mess. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
Our campaigners say the group of 7 wealthiest nations produce 40% of all electronic waste.
Boy, that is really a creative solution, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd like to see more of that.
I know, I'm kind of in awe of that kind of artistic talent.
Yeah, let's build one.
Yeah, you'd see what mine looked like. That's really something. Well, are you feeling a little anxious about going about life without a mask?
Shyla McGann has some ideas about the transition to life as we used to know it when we come back.
This last year with no live music has left a true void for fans, for musicians, and venues, just like Funk's Pub right here in Fitchburg. We've done a lot of segments lately on the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, and now there's a new extension of that program, the Crescendo on Wisconsin campaign. Tell us about that, Roy.
Well, it's been a tough year for all Wisconsinites, but specifically the music industry. A year ago, this entire industry shut down. and many of my friends, their revenue went to zero. This fund is designed to help musicians and people in the entertainment business, stagehands, artists, promoters, whoever needs a hand with their energy bills or their rents. They can call the number or click on the link and get help.
So as an artist, how important is it that there's people out there watching out and that have your back as far as the cow campaign?
It's super important. The work that Crescendo in Wisconsin is doing is it's allowing us the opportunity to, I guess, be more selective about what opportunities we take advantage of. We are getting gig offers, but some of them are not necessarily the best or safest opportunities for us, and we don't feel as compelled to have to take those opportunities to keep food on the table or to keep the lights on. So I think what they're doing is really important.
From Funk's Pub in Fitchburg, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
Overwhelmed by the ups and downs of frequent mood swings of bipolar 1? Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar effectively treats depression, acute manic, or mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Full spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms with just one pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. High cholesterol and weight gain and high blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, may occur. Movement dysfunction, sleepiness, and stomach issues are common side effects. And you can pay as little as $0 if eligible for your first 2 prescriptions. When bipolar 1 overwhelms, Vraylar helps smooth the ups and downs.
Welcome back. Taking a look here at our first Warren traffic update. Behind me right now, we are still looking at some slowdowns on the Beltline. Now, again, that reported accident did happen at around 2:35. That's at least whenever it was reported here. But it does look like we are still either seeing a slowdown from that incident or just from elevated traffic. Again, that accident was on the Beltline eastbound. The right lane was blocked, but it does seem like that has now reopened from exit 259 Todd Drive to exit 260A. Taking a jump down here towards Janesville, we are looking pretty good. No big slowdowns right now around the Janesville area. Much of the same here, just up to our north and northwest. And we're not hearing any reports of any buckled roads. So even how hot it is outside, hopefully we can keep that going today.
All right, Austin, thank you.
Well, we have continuing coverage of that herd of the 15 Asian elephants on their months-long journey into China's Yunnan province. Well, today's developments, hey, look, they took a dip.
Remember, yesterday they took a nap.
Yeah,
now they're taking a bath.
I want their lives. Well, the herd includes the calves originally were in a nature reserve. They've been trekking for more than 300 miles along highways and through fields of crops over the past months. A Chinese report says a decline in edible plants in forest habitats has put pressure on the animals, whose numbers have grown in Yunnan in recent decades.
Boy, we're having an elephant update every day this week as we...
We'll see what they do tomorrow.
I know, we don't want them to get to their destination because we're really enjoying this.
Yeah. Well, with the recent ending of many local mandates about masking and social distancing, a lot of people may be feeling some anxiety and, well, uncertainty.
That's normal and to be expected, and that's what UW Health distinguished psychologist Shyla McGann says. She's back with us this afternoon to share what we can all do to transition effectively to this post-pandemic life that we're in. Hi, Shyla, good to see you.
Oh, good to see you, Susan and Brady. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're in this weird transition period right now where even if you're fully vaccinated, it can be a little confusing, a little unsettling to know what to do about masks and how you feel about sometimes going around town without one.
Many people are feeling no mask anxiety. When you think about it, for the last year and a half, we've received a consistent message to wear a mask. And masks are really a visible form of a safety blanket, the most tangible thing we've been doing to protect ourselves against COVID-19. And just recently, the CDC and our state reverse the guidelines around mask wearing for people who have been vaccinated. And so it's really important to normalize you might be feeling anxious and to really create a plan to go at your own pace.
Yeah, and more on that. You know, for the whole year, it's been the masks, trying to stay away from people, thinking twice about going into certain buildings. So do you want to emphasize that we don't have to rush into these guidelines, just kind of go with what you feel comfortable with? Is that the message?
Absolutely. You know, we probably are going to have some anxiety in a variety of situations. So, you know, one, get the vaccine. We know that masks work, but the vaccine really is effective, all the vaccines that have been approved by the FDA. And then when you're vaccinated, you might start to do some small steps of really systematic steps forward. Maybe you meet a friend outside and not wear a mask. Maybe you have a loved one over and you know you're both vaccinated and choose not to wear a mask. For those people who maybe haven't gone into a store, maybe you go into the store but choose to wear the mask for a while.
I love your... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Susan.
No, that's all right. Finish your thought. I didn't realize you were just taking a breath.
And just these small steps, you know, anxiety makes us want to avoid, but these small steps will help to alleviate that no mask anxiety, to start to realize that those activities the CDC is deeming safe, it's okay to start to approach some of those.
I love your next piece of advice because it's so true for the pandemic and everything in life. Maybe try to be a little non-judgmental and realize that everybody is kind of doing the best they can.
Yes, we're going to see a lot of variation in mask wearing, and it's important not to judge another person's choice. You know, we have to remember kids ages 11 and under have not been vaccinated, and some people who are autoimmune compromised haven't been able to get the vaccine. And some people are just using it for extra precaution or even just to be a role model. A friend of mine, he's vaccinated, but he's wearing it to be a good role model to his children who aren't vaccinated yet. So it's just important to be non-judgmental about people's choices. Remember, the more the people get vaccinated, we're going to get to that point where the community at large will feel safer without a mask.
Well, I know a lot of us want to get back to normal, but should we try to create like a better normal going forward?
I love your line of thinking, right? Instead of a new normal, let's create a new, better normal. This is such a unique time, a catalyst to really re-envision our lives. And you can just simply think about, you know, we've gotten through the pandemic. What do I want this next chapter to be about? What kind of core values or qualities? What kind of self-care? What kind of activities do I want to start enjoying again? The people I want to see. Maybe set one small goal in the direction of that, of really building this new, better chapter of your life.
I love that, Brady.
Yeah.
Better normal, one day at a time.
Let's do it all together.
Yeah. Shyla, great advice as always. Great to see you. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you soon, and we'll be right back.
This is a Wisconsin farmer. She grows the locally sourced freshness, the freshness that complements the wild-caught salmon, the salmon that tees up the cheesecake that sweetens every moment. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
What can I do with less asthma? With Dupixent, I can do more beginner's yoga. Namaste. Namaste. Surprise parties. Aw, you guys. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks. For free! So I can do more of the things I love. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks and can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And here's something important. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection, and don't change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Are you ready to do more with less asthma? Just ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. Why not let us take that crippling burden off your back? Habish, Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
This is a Wisconsin brewmaster. He brews the local craft beer, the beer that washes down the Oktoberfest broth, the broth that pairs with the potato salad that befriends the burger that tastes like victory. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
Hi, folks. Coming up Friday on News 3 Now this morning, another concerning story about home improvement scams. And we're continuing our Wandering Wisconsin series. Josh Spreiter is checking out Spring Green for us. We'll see you from 4:30 until 7 on News 3 Now this morning.
We are hoping to get our community on the road to recovery. There's a lot of joy and excitement.
To go back to normal school. So happy to not have to worry as much.
It has been another great turnout.
News 3 Now, taking action to protect everyone from COVID-19.
Welcome back. One more look here at what we have for tonight. A low of only 70 degrees. It's going to stay very mild. It's going to stay humid, and that could bring a potential for some patchy fog development. Also a small chance here for a passing shower or even a thunderstorm. Now the 7 to 10 day forecast, it looks great overall if we weren't in a drought phase already. So these very, very dry conditions do look to stick around for quite some time. Very bad news for our drought, but if you're planning on spending time outdoors, it's not bad.
Thanks, Austin. On the next Live at 4, live reports from the AmFam Golf Tournament.
And also coming up tomorrow, our Michael Bruno shows us how the Children's Film Academy of Madison is giving aspiring actors and directors their first opportunity in motion pictures. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.